All right, good to see everyone here. This is Andrew Michael. Let me switch into this microphone because I think it sounds a little bit better. We're going to do a test. Once we get a couple people in here, we're going to do a test. I want to hear if you guys think that this microphone is good enough or if you guys think that the webcam, because if you guys haven't noticed, brand new webcam. We're going to see what you guys think there. So again, today's date is April 27th. 2014, and it is just turning over to 8:30 right now. And so yeah, good to see you guys here. Thanks for stopping on by, and we will be answering these questions as we get this thing up and rolling. So again, thanks everyone swinging by here, and we'll be getting this fun little chat going very shortly. So let me do something here real quick. Let me paint. Looks like we have a few people in here. So if you guys are in here already, you guys can either tweet me using Twitter, obviously, using hashtag OhioWX, or if you guys are on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, obviously, you guys can just go ahead and post those questions on YouTube as comments, and I will be answering those. So you guys can leave those there. Let me save this here. File, save as JPEG. And I will be answering your guys' questions. All right, so let's see here. What do we have coming in? I'm going to check out the YouTube stream here. And do me a favor, anybody that's watching this, go ahead and tweet out the link so that way we can get a couple more people in here. So we're trying to get a few more people here in this weather chat, get some people joining in. Don't see any comments so far, but it looks like we have a few people in here. So cool. Appreciate you guys swinging by. All right, let me tweet this real quick. I want to tweet a picture. All right, so just tweeted out the link for the broadcast for the YouTube. Hopefully we get some people filtering their way in slowly. All right. So let's see here. No questions coming in just yet. Again, if you guys are watching this, you guys can tweet me using hashtag OhioWX. Or if you guys want, you can just ask me the questions there on YouTube. Just post them as a comment, and I will be answering your guys' questions as they come in. So just leave the comments there, and we will be answering your questions as we go through this. So again, thanks for everyone swinging by. I'm going to post this link up over on my Facebook page as well real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm assuming you can. I am just super congested, just allergies, just ugh. It's been the worst. Tons and tons and tons of allergy-related issues. Copy. Looks like we've got 5 people in here. Again, if you guys want to just post the link there, I will, or post comments in there, I will be answering your guys' weather questions. And we'll get this thing started. All right, so I Facebooked that as well. Sorry guys, so I'm typing this in. I need to just have all these saved so it would just automatically do it, but it doesn't. So I'm just posting over on the ABC6 and who's doing them live with her. till 9:15. Cool. So again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post those there as comments on the YouTube page, and I will be answering those. Looks like we have a couple coming in. Pedro, AB, and Bradley all are there. It's good to see you guys. And yeah, we're going to get this thing started, trying to answer some of you guys' weather questions that you guys have about the upcoming week. And Pedro, yes, it is going to be a very wet week. So basically, we have this thing, it's called a cutoff low. And what happens is you have two jet streams. You have the jet stream, the polar jet stream, which is going through Canada, and during the wintertime it shifts down to Ohio, and that's why we see the cold weather during the winter here. That's how the Clippers, the winter Clipper systems, the Alberta Clippers, come through and bring us our weather. But what we're dealing with right now is we are dealing with a lack of a jet stream coming through central Ohio. So what we're seeing is there's another subtropical jet stream that's going down through the Gulf of Mexico, and there's this big area. There's these two jet streams, so they're both going across the U.S., and then we have this area of low pressure, all of this rain in the central part of the states, and that's not there at all, or there's no jet stream to help push that out of there, so it's just going to sit over top of us as we head through the entire week ahead, and it's not going to kick that low pressure system out until past next weekend. It'll slowly kind of spin itself out in weekend. That's why tomorrow and Tuesday will be the wettest 2 days of the week ahead, but it's just going to keep bringing round after round of rain, so it won't be consistently wet, but it'll just bring showers and then storms and then showers all week long. So it's going to be a bit of a wet week ahead. All right, so let's see here. Any other questions coming in? Is the storms Monday and Tuesday going to be bad? From Bradley. Southern Ohio will see a slight risk for severe weather, but most of the severe storms that we're expected to see for Monday and Tuesday will be further to the south. So areas to the south, like I'm talking about here, would be for Monday. We're looking at the heaviest or the best chance for severe storms for Monday will be mainly down in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And also Alabama. So most of the severe weather will be down there. Southern Ohio will have a slight risk. So I'll show you guys real quick what we're looking at. So let me switch this over here. Wrong thing. That's not what I wanted to show you guys. That's what I just posted. Let me show you. All right, so here we go. So here's what we're looking at. This is for Monday. You see the slight risk that we have just a little bit in Southern Ohio. And mainly what we're looking at are strong storms, but the biggest risk for severe weather will be further down to the south as we head into day 2. Tuesday, here's what we're looking at for Tuesday. Again, that's further to the south. Ohio, we may see some strong storms. Very, very slight risk for anything severe. The best chance for that will be, again, further down to the south through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South and North Carolinas, and the panhandle of Florida. But that's Tuesday for you. So that's what we're keeping an eye on later on into the week. But for us here in Ohio, again, southwestern Ohio could see some strong gusty storms tomorrow. We're looking at mainly hail and damaging winds. Can't rule out the chance for a tornado to spin up here in Ohio, but much better chances for that happening further to the south than here in Ohio. So it looks like we have a decent amount of people in here. So real quick, I want to test something. While you guys are all on here, I'm going to get to the other questions coming up. So I want to test something. So you guys can see this microphone here that I have. And then I also have with my new webcam. I don't know if you guys noticed, it's HD, so I love that. So I want to test something out. I want to see what you guys think as far as the microphone. So that we're going to call this microphone number 1. So tell me if you guys think that the microphone number 1 sounds the best, or what we have. I turned off the camera. Here we go. Or what we have is the microphone within the web. So let me know how that sounds. So right now we're on the webcam microphone. So let me know which one you guys think sounds better, because I'll start to use that one more often when we do these chats. But I just wanted to check real quick to see if the camera microphone sounds better or the stick microphone. So we're going to call this the stick mic and then the webcam mic. And comment on there and let me know what you guys think, which one sounds better, whether it's the stick or the webcam mic. So I'm going to turn it back to the stick because I know that one sounds pretty good. I'm going to turn it back there. All right. So we're up and going. Let's check out some of these questions now. I'll answer some of you guys' weather questions because that's what we're here for. Comment in the YouTube video any questions you guys have about the Ohio weather. Or if you guys are on YouTube, you guys can tweet using the hashtag OhioWX, and I will be answering your guys' questions via Twitter. All right, so let's see some questions. A question from Chillicothe Weather Group. Stat-wise, is there increase in tornadoes, or are we just more aware with technology? Great question, actually. Stick mic, first mic, webcam. Looks like we're splitting it. So the question from A.B. Bergeron, definitely just more aware of it. Last year was actually a very quiet year for severe weather. There was actually a decrease in severe weather for last year, but with Twitter now, with Facebook now, with YouTube, with Justin.tv, with what all the storm chasers use, when there's a tornado, a lot more people know about it now. And one thing that changed, I think it was two or 3 years ago, when the Weather Channel started chasing the tornadoes out in the plains. Now the Weather Channel is broadcasting live what they're seeing, these tornadoes, and they've got Mike Bettis, who's a good friend of mine. I've known Mike for a while. We're friends. I don't know if I could say good. We haven't seen each other in a while. But now with what they're doing, they're able to stream these tornadoes live. So I think a lot more people are just aware with the technology that we have now of the tornadoes. All right, so John, I kind of answered your question a little bit ago. I think you were able to catch that. Everyone's saying the stick mic, so everyone thinks the stick mic sounds a little bit better. So thanks for all the feedback, everyone. AB is easier. Yeah, AB is a little bit easier. All right, so let's see here. See if there's any tweets coming in. So if you guys are using Twitter, you can tweet me using hashtag OhioWX. And while I'm doing this, I'm normally like retweeting stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm just retweeting a picture of a tornado that was just outside. It was in Arizona, or I'm sorry. That can't be Arizona. Maumelle. I'll show you guys this picture. Actually, yeah, with this now, I love this now because what I can do is I can actually show your guys' questions as they're coming in. So let me throw this in here. Copy, and I can, let's see, comment tracker, paste, add, and I'll get the questions. So I want to show you guys the picture of the tornado. Let me pull it up here on, there we go. So I want to show you guys, I need to, here we go. So you can see, man, look at this just wedge tornado here. That's just crazy. That is not something that I would want to see. This is Arkansas, I'm sorry. So you can see that just wedge tornado. That is definitely very scary. And you can see here through my Twitter feed just all of these pictures of the tornadoes. This is, oh, that's the damage from that tornado. Yeah, it's just crazy with what we have now with this technology. I mean, you can see here all of these pictures of the tornadoes that we're able to just pull in live streaming, and it's quite crazy. All these tornadoes, and you can see the rotation here, so right within this storm. So pretty crazy. North Little Rock is right there, so you can see just north of Little Rock is where we're seeing this tornado. All right, so let's bring this back over to our Google Hangout. I need that to fuel my ADD. All right. Bad one in Oklahoma tonight, killed 2. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Getting a lot of just severe storms, and again, with technology, we're able to know about it so much more. So again, if you guys have any weather questions, you guys can tweet those to me using hashtag OhioWX, or if you guys, again, are on YouTube, post the questions there in YouTube, and we'll be answering those. So I want to pull up this one real quick. So a question coming in from Pedro asking, how will May look? Like I heard that it will be cold and chilly. So that's a good question. And what I will do real quick is I will pull up the climatological forecast for you real quick to show you what they are predicting for the month of May. So let's see here. Actually, this goes out for so I can show you first what the 1 month looks like, and then so yeah, let me switch it over here for you so that way I can show you. All right, so we're going to go back over to this. This is the Climate Prediction Center's website, and here this is the 1 month outlook. So this is what we're looking at, and this is valid, as you see down here, for May 2014. So for the first half of May, it is calling for slightly cooler temperatures just north of us. And what these numbers are, like the 33%, they're saying there's a 33% chance in that area that it will be colder than normal. So for where we are, it looks fairly normal for us. As far as precipitation, here's what we're looking at, pretty average for us for the month of May. And let me pull up our book to show you what the average rainfall is for the month of May, because I have that here in my book. Annual precipitation for the month of March. Nope, that is, sorry, that's dates. Seasonal data, we're pulling it up. I'm trying to look it up here. Number of days with precip for the month of May, 13.9, and you normally average for the month. Where's the average numbers? Monthly extremes, there we go. The average precip for the month of May is 4.17 inches. Looking at the 3-month outlook, this is going out for MJJ for May, June, and July. Looking at trying to get into some of that warmer air slightly, and then average precipitation. So there you go. That's what we're looking at as far as looking at 1 month, and then also looking out for the looking out over the 3 months. All right, so why does that area of the country seem to have so much severe weather? That's a great question, John. So let me pull up a national map, and I want to show you Tornado Alley, and we're going to find this real quick. Tornado Alley. All right, so here we go. So I'm pulling up this map so I can show you guys this, and view image. That way I can show you guys this full screen. Oh, shoot. Found a small one. Got to go back. Let me find one for you so that way I can really show you what goes into the severe storms. All right, so view image. 1 second, guys. I've got it cooking for you. Don't worry. All right, so let me go back to the Google Hangout and switch you guys over to this image. So here's what we have. So why they have so many tornadoes, the red area is what they call Tornado Alley. And that line is, I wouldn't pay attention to the hard outline with this. So what happens is you have all of this warm, moist air coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And when that lifts into this area, it also encounters a couple of other things. It has the warm, dry air from the desert, also encountering the cold, dry air coming out of Canada. So you have a lot of dry air on this side. That's mixing right here. Then you've got the warm, moist air. And the convergence of these three things really is what plays into it. So you have the warm, moist air, and that is really kind of fueling the storms. That's the fuel for the storms, and the mix of the cold and dry, the cold, warm, and dry air right here is what kind of churns that all up. So there's the perfect mix of the storms here, of the warm and cold, dry air, and that warm, moist air. That's why they have the storms there. Now, occasionally, all of this will shift a little bit to the farther east, and that's your farther east, and that's when we'll start to see that here in central Ohio. So that's basically what you need to have the setup for these storms. So that's why they normally have a lot more of those severe storms, including the tornadoes, further out in the plains. Bradley saying, I heard snowflakes this week. Is that true? No, that is not true. The coldest day this week, I have a low on Saturday morning of 45, and we got to be a lot colder than that for any snow to form. Stone Mander is asking, this is a good question. So do you know any very nice days to go camping in May? What I will tell you is that next weekend is not looking the best. Next weekend being the 3rd and 4th. May the 4th be with you. Next Saturday and Sunday will not be the best days to go camping, especially Saturday. I would say if you want to go camping, holding off for maybe the following weekend. And honestly, if you think about it, this is, 1, 2, 3. We did have a little rain yesterday morning, but we've been dry for 3 weekends in a row. I mean, just beautiful, both Saturday and Sunday afternoon the last 3 weeks. I think 4 weeks ago we did have a little bit of rain that weekend on Saturday, but we made up for it on Sunday. So I would say, Stone Mander, I would wait at least 2 weeks before you try to go camping. I would check the forecast again next weekend, but for next weekend, the 3rd and 4th, I think it'll be pretty wet, so I would hold off a little bit more. Good questions. Again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post those in the comment section there on the YouTube channel or on the YouTube video, and I will answer those for you guys. And I'm going to check out Twitter real quick to see if there are any new tweets coming in. You guys want to head over there with me real quick? We'll see if, or we'll pull it up real quick first to see if there's anything coming in. Don't see any other new tweets coming in from. Must have had the tornado. Yeah, some of these pictures coming in from the tornado chasing is just insane. And what's cool now is what you can track is it's called like a debris ball. And I'll show you guys this real quick. So let me pull this up. View media. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right. So this is with this is actually. Let me switch over so that way you guys can see this. That, and I'll switch over to this image. So what we can do now with these radars is notice how normally this would be the normal radar. The upper left would be your normal radar that we would show you on air. When there's tornadoes, we'll show you the upper right. And this is where, the upper right is where we are tracking the winds. So you can see the winds here in the red would be going to the north, or they would be going up on the image, and then the green here would be wrapping around this storm, and you would get this rotation, and that's how we can look at the winds within the storm and see that there's rotation. Down here, these are with with dual pole radar, we can look at the storm, and you can get there's a coefficient where you can look at the different sizes of what's in the storm. So basically, when we're normally looking at rain, we can see all of these rain droplets are the same size. They're relatively the same size. They're the same. They're the same shape. They're the same. A lot of characteristics. How quickly that return comes back. So whether it's a strong signal, whether it's bouncing off of something hard. So let's say where we're seeing those coefficients there, where it was really bright. I'll pull it back up for you guys. You can actually tell that, hey, wait, we've got debris in here. So we're not looking at just rain droplets or hailstones. We're looking at like 2x4s. We're looking at bricks. We're looking at lawn chairs. We're looking at other things inside this, and that's what that circle is. It's showing you where we're picking up other stuff there. So that's where there's definitely a tornado on the ground picking up all of that debris. So that's pretty crazy that you can, with technology now, that we can actually track that. All right, so let's go back and see what we have going on. Again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can tweet those to me at AndrewWSYX6. Or if you guys are on Twitter, just use hashtag OhioWX. Haven't had any tweets coming in using that just yet. But let's see here. I'm going to scroll down and check out my Facebook page, see if there are any comments. Looks like there's a couple on the Fox 28 and ABC6 Facebook pages. All right, so it says that it's being processed. We are still live right now. Let me comment back on this. All right, I just want to comment on this real quick because someone was saying that they were trying to get in there, but the video was processing, but apparently we have enough people in here that it's working. So Don Chaplin on the ABC6 Facebook page asking, are tornadoes going on where you are? And that answer is no. It is a very quiet night for us here in Central Ohio, which is nice. I love a nice quiet night. Yeah, wonderful. Flying 2x4s. Nothing something you ever want to see. Let's see here. I'm scrolling back through these questions. AB, what's your real name? Oh, we got a lot of questions coming in. Boy, a lot of questions. Let me scroll here. I'm trying to figure out where this. Who's from Chillicothe? Mikey, good to see you here, Mikey. When is a nice day to go fishing? From Mikey. We're not going to have a nice day to go fishing for quite some time, unfortunately. It's going to be pretty wet all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all have a chance for rain. I think the best odds of getting dry weather would be to try to go fishing maybe Thursday and Friday. Monday, Tuesday for sure look pretty wet. There will be some dry spells in there, so you can't go, or I'm not saying you can't go fishing, but I think that as far as having a nice dry day all day long, you're going to have to wait for at least another week. We had an extremely cold winter from Susan. So we had an extremely cold winter, then an extremely cold winter, then an extremely cold winter. Do you think it will be as hot this summer? I'm guessing she said maybe it was an extremely hot summer. I think that with the pattern setting up, and honestly, severe weather has kind of been hindered this year because it was so cold all winter long that the ground has been cold, and we need the ground, as you know, with these pop-up summer thunderstorms, you need instability, and for that you need the ground to be really warm, and you need the air in the upper parts of the atmosphere to be really cold. And with as cold as a winter has been, as cold of a winter as it was, we'll go with that, the ground's been so cold that it's hindered our severe weather season. So out in the plains, this is really one of the first outbreaks of the year. I know this is the first high-risk severe weather outbreak today that they've had all year long. So I think that as far as predicting what we'll have for the summer, the way the jet stream is going right now, it's looking like an average summer. But I think that what we're seeing with the jet stream right now is an anomaly, and we will get that southern jet stream to push its way up here and really warm things up. So Pedro asking, how will Friday be? Rainy or sunny? Friday is looking like a 30% chance of rain on Friday, in case you have any plans there, Pedro. Finally, Jeff, or Beth, not sure what that's about, AB. Hey, Beth. Andy Bergeron. All right, looks like we have someone in the midst behind me there. Correction, yep, there you go. Susan corrected that. There's Joe. All right, so question coming in from Susan. We had an extremely hot summer. And again, if you guys are asking these questions on YouTube, I can highlight these so that way I can show everyone else what you're saying. We had an extremely hot summer, then an extremely cold winter. Do you expect this summer to be as hot? And actually, last summer, we did break a couple of record high temperatures, but overall, the summer last summer was not on the record books as one of the hottest ever. It definitely wasn't the hottest. I know this winter was the second snowiest, so it's getting up there. Pedro asking, behind the scenes today, Andrew? I'm not sure. YouTube's different than Ustream. So Ustream, you can kind of set it up and let it go. But for YouTube, the downside that I'm finding out with YouTube now is that every single time I do this, I have to have a new link. So, I mean, we've got a dozen people in here right now, but next week they're all going to have to go to a new link. So I have to be up on all my comments and everything on YouTube to make sure that people know where I'm at tweeting and everything else. So I'm going to tweet this again real quick. Little Rock tornado emergency in effect for El Paso and Floyd, Arkansas. So pretty crazy storms there down to the south. Looks like some flipped over big rigs here, and I'll show you guys this real quick. Let me switch this over, and this picture's coming in from one of the producers at the Weather Channel. I'll pull this up. There you guys go. So you guys can see the flipped over big rig semis there. Pretty crazy stuff. And this was actually from WhistlePig11 on Twitter. So pretty crazy storms, and they're still just getting in all of these reports of all of these storms. That is just a classic hook echo tornado. When you get that rotation right in there is right where that tornado is. And as I said, El Paso and Floyd, tornado emergency, meaning that they don't issue those very often, where they are saying there is a tornado on the ground for sure. You need to get to safety. So definitely something very serious that people are taking pretty seriously, hopefully, down there. Burgon. I'm having fun. So, Beth, I think it will be an averagely hot summer, to answer that question. So John asking, do you think they will ever be able to pinpoint tornadoes before they hit? That's actually exactly what they're doing right now down in that's what they're doing with all of these storms. I mean, you can see all of these meteorologists are showing right where this storm is, and then they're able to kind of really show you where these storms are going. So here's El Paso, and they just issued a tornado emergency for that town. So again, that is a tornado on the ground in El Paso, Arkansas. Floyd, Arkansas would be next. So, I mean, they are, once they're on the ground, they can really, nowadays, they can really show you where these tornadoes are. So to answer that question, once they're happening, yes, I mean, we can definitely tell that. But as far as predicting them into the future, saying, hey, we're going to have a tornado here tomorrow, I don't know if that day will ever come, because Mother Nature, a little change in Mother Nature is going to be a huge difference. And tornadoes especially, they are an extremely rare weather phenomena that pinpointing exactly where this tornado is very hard to do. So let's see here. Yes, Bradley Combs saying the garden will like the rain. That is for sure. I haven't planted anything in my garden yet. I need to get on that, but I was kind of waiting to see if there was going to be one last frost. I bought one of those topsy-turvies. I don't know if you guys ever seen those. We're going to try that this year. Yeah, I like this question from AB. You can get some worms, though, Mikey, in the meantime. Mikey was asking about fishing earlier. What would be the best day this week to go fishing? Beth's saying, no, rain. We need to get in the fields and work the ground. Absolutely, the farmers. Anytime we have any dry weather, it seems like that it's not around long enough for the farmers to get out there and get to the fields. Beth saying, only you, Andy. Thanks, Beth. So, yeah, let's see. What else do we have going on here? I'm checking Twitter again, see if there's anything. Got a friend who lives in Arkansas, maybe. Hope he's okay. From Billy. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to tweet out this link one more time. All right, so let's see here. And I'm going to check this out, see what else we have going on. I'm going to check my Facebook page, see if there's any other new posts. So we'll see what other questions are coming in from you guys. 2 shares on there. We'll see if there's any questions. Looks like we have a couple questions on the Fox 28 Facebook page. No, it must not work with mobile. Says it's not available. That's awesome. Thanks, awesome. From Glossia Powers. All right, so questions coming in. I don't see any other new ones on YouTube. Checking out our tower cam. The Columbus police are flying around on our tower cam that I can see. All right, so let's check Twitter one more time. Billy, hopefully your friends were all right down there in Arkansas. Let me check out where Mayflower is. Mayflower, Oklahoma, or Oklahoma. Why do I keep saying Oklahoma? Arkansas. Map. Oh, Little Rock. Looked like the storm went just to the north there, or I'm sorry, just to the south of where your friends are there, Billy. So that's good news. So the path of the tornado is actually just north of Little Rock, and your friend lives a little bit further to the north of there. All right, so let's check out any other new questions coming in. AB asking, what is a hook echo on radar? So perfect example. We can show you one live right now. So let me pull up, and I want to pull up an actually live radar and show this to you guys. I'll zoom in. Actually, let's look up TDWR data. because I'm sure that they have a TDWR radar down there in Arkansas. And it doesn't look like it, actually. Maybe there's one just to the east of there. So a hook echo, and we'll zoom in on this a little bit more. Let me put you guys over. I want to show you the live radar that I'm watching. So here we go. So a hook echo, and we'll zoom in a little bit more, is this part of the storm right here. So I'm going to zoom up and switch this over to velocities real quick. And let's see, velocity. And the storm here, and it's losing a little bit of definition, but we're seeing rotation within the storm right here. And the hook echo is this right here. So see how it has a little bit of a hook, and it's a little less well-defined now, but this little notch here, this is what we call a hook echo, and it was a little bit more well-defined earlier, so we'll loop this real quick. Let's zoom out to 40%. And you see how it has that little bit of a hook there. And actually, your friend Billy might actually be pretty close to where that tornado was. So Mayflower. So that hook echo actually went pretty close there. So we'll animate this. There we go. So yeah, your friend Billy was actually pretty close to where that rotation was. So you see how it has that little notch as this cell is moving its way up, that little hook. That's where we're seeing that tornado, or that there's the spin within the storm. So that hook echo is, I can probably go through just one at a time. You can see where it's got, there's a pretty well-defined hook there, where it's got that very just distinct characteristic where it's looping out here. And that's where you're getting the winds to come out of the storm. And that purple that we're seeing right there, that's all the further I can zoom in. You can see that little pink right there. That's where the debris is from the tornado. So again, this is in Arkansas right now. We're just showing this so that way people were asking about the storm, so you can see this storm running just north of Little Rock, Arkansas. So hopefully that answers your question about what is a hook echo. We occasionally talk about them on TV, but not very often in Ohio do we have a hook echo. Pedro asking who is behind me. That is Joe. He's one of our production assistants. He is, do you guys know Elisa Henry? She's one of the CW stars, and she's on Good Day Columbus sometimes. That's her husband. All right, I don't see any. What's that? One big happy family, he says. All right, so let's go back and check out Twitter one more time, see if there's any other questions coming in. And again, if you guys are on Twitter, use hashtag OhioWX. We'll keep this going for close to another 10 minutes. Yeah, Mayflower is actually right where that storm went through there. Looked like it was going a little bit further to the south there of what I originally thought. All right, so let's see if there's any other new questions. I don't see any other new ones, guys. If you guys have any questions, again, throw those up there. Otherwise, we'll close this down at a little bit earlier than normal. We'll shut it down at 9:10 tonight. But again, I will post another link. I'm trying to think of the best way to post links to my live events. And if anybody has any ideas, you guys have any ideas, let me know, because that's the one thing that I don't like about this, is that I have to constantly post new updates all the time. Or I post links, because every time I do these chats, it has to be under a new live. It has to be under a new link. So the best thing I can think of is that I just the best thing that I can think of is just posting the link every single time I do that, which I hate doing that every single time, posting a new link every time. But if that's the best that I can do with Ustream, at least it was all one central spot. So, or what I could do when I'm finished with this chat, maybe just post the link here in this. Copy there. You guys like that? What do you guys think of that idea? Let me know. So next week would be May the 4th. Be with you. And quick, cool. I don't know. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the about that idea. Me just starting to post the links there. All right. So if you guys are interested too, I already just did that. So I'll post in here the link if you guys are interested in finding this next week. I'll post the link now. You can bookmark it, and then I will see you guys next week at the exact same link. Hey, thank you, AB, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Pedro asking, what is the average? Oh, you cannot post links? Oh, I can't do that. Sorry, guys. I tried that idea. I tried it. So what is the average temperature for this week? So that's a good question. So we're looking at, I will look at my forecast sheet here. Let's see, 69, 70. The first 3 days this week, the average high is 70. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the average high is 70. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the average high is about 58. So we go from the low 70s, basically, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to the upper 50s for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We do start to warm up by Saturday and Sunday, but it's going to be a bit colder. And then the low temperatures, they're kind of all over the place. 49 tonight, 61 for the low Tuesday morning, 58 for the low Wednesday morning, and then we're down to like 45 by Saturday morning. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the warmest of the days ahead, and then we cool off heading into the end of the week. So that's a good question. All right, so let's see here. Sunday event, Star Wars, LOL. Don't see any other new questions. So again, thanks for everyone stopping by. I will post a link on my Facebook page and Twitter, same for next week again. Or if you guys want to, just go to my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/AndrewBuckMichael. Or I'm sorry, no. That's my full name. youtube.com/AndrewWSYX6. Everything for me with work is AndrewWSYX6. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. Just AndrewWSYX6, and that way you guys can find me on there a lot easier. And I added the upcoming event so you can see it. If you go there to my YouTube page, you can find it on there, and that way you guys can come back. John Setters, that AR tornado is northeast of Little Rock. Yep, it was northwest of Little Rock just a little bit ago. So again, yeah, thanks for everyone stopping by. I appreciate everyone swinging by here tonight, asking your guys weather questions. And we will do this same time, same place next week, 8:30 here on YouTube. Again, youtube.com/AndrewWSYX6. I got to go refill on some more coffee before the newscast so my tongue can catch up with how fast my brain wants to work. So, again, from severe weather the next couple of days, make sure to keep an eye on the skies. Any severe warnings, I will be tweeting those using my Andrew WSYX Twitter account. But again, thanks everyone stopping by tonight. We'll see you guys back here next Sunday night at 8:30. See you guys.